Welcome everyone to another episode of the Epic Photography Podcast. I'm Siân Elizabeth and today I'm joined with Cathy. Hi Cathy, how are you?
Hello again, 2 weeks in a row, huh?
I know, this is, we're treating everyone, I think, 2 weeks in a row.
I know, but we have a surprise for them, don't we?
We have such a great episode ahead of us, and this week it's all about self-portraits. Yep. And we're going to give you a bit more information as we go. But first, I must say that this episode and all episodes of the podcast are sponsored by Platypod, the world's most compact tripod base. And there's kind of a little bit of a clue in that as well.
I wonder what that could be.
I wonder what it could be. I don't know. Should we say now or should we say in a bit?
Go for it. Go on, you go
Shall
for
we?
it. Go on.
So we're very excited with this episode because we are launching the very first competition on the Epic Photography Podcast. And this competition is to win something very, very, very incredible. And Cathy, I'll pass it on to you. I should have said epic, shouldn't I?
Oh, yes, of course. Yeah. So what we've decided is to come up with a competition, a portrait one, but we are giving away the new Platypod eXtemely. So, so we want you guys to take a self-portrait of yourself, okay? But we don't want something like, like a headshot or, like a LinkedIn thing. We don't want something. We want something extremely different. Now, it doesn't have to be a ton of Photoshop used. I mean, this is for every level, every skill. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, you could stand there and like some people would say, oh my God, I'm very conscious and I don't like my legs or I don't like my face or I don't like my body but think of ways to do that photograph. If you don't like your head, stand there with just a bucket over your head and do something fun around you or if you don't like your body, put your feet in a pair of wellies with flowers sticking out of them, or these are just samples. Like there's just kind of use your imagination basically, and we just want anything will do apart from just standing there as like a portrait that would be like a headshot or just plain. So
absolutely. So we're differentiating between a selfie and a self-portrait. So I know selfies are kind of like the thing to do, and we're all very good at taking selfies, I think, in this day and age. But self-portraits, tiny bit different because I guess you have to think a little bit more about the whole concept of it.
Yeah,
but
use
we
your
don't want you to
imagination.
go exactly, and so you don't have to go too crazy with it. It's not something that you have to spend weeks on and stuff like that. It's just getting you to think outside the box and create something that's extremely different. Now, obviously, the clue is in the title there, giving away, as Cathy said, an extreme platypod. So if you don't know who Platypod are and what they produce, please definitely go and check out the website because it is one of the most useful pieces of photography equipment that you could have in your bag. And honestly, it saved me so many times. I know, Cathy, you use yours a lot. And obviously everyone on the team uses theirs and they take it travelling. And the amount of things that you can do with it is just endless. So It's such a great prize. And we're very privileged to be able to give one of these new extreme platypods away.
Yep. I mean, you have one too, don't you? I have the Ultra, I have the Max. Mm-hmm. And I cannot wait to get the Extreme. Just looks brilliant. Like it just... Yeah. And it's lighter as well, but I never go anywhere without it. It's always in my bag. You know what I mean? Yourself when you go into, especially I do like landscape and stuff on my spare time, but even during weddings we've used it. Like Peter put a sample up actually on the page, on the Instagram page. We were at a wedding and it was really bad light and they'd curtains at the back and it was a dark room and Peter is like, oh my God, look at this room, look how dark it is. And next of all, he sends me a picture. He goes, you're not going to believe what I found. There was 2 screws just sticking out of the wall either side. So I don't know whether maybe they had speakers there at some stage for the dancing. I don't know. But these 2 screws, Peter just put the 8200s onto onto a ball head. I think he put it on, then onto the Max. I think he had 2 Maxes with him and put them up on the wall. And we had light. We just had to use our triggers, and without.
No way.
Oh my God, it was amazing. I was like, it was just brilliant. Brilliant to have them. But like that, like he travelled from the UK, and he was able to bring 2 of those with him. Imagine carrying 2 tripods with you.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the thing. I mean, obviously there's a time and a place for a tripod, and not taking anything away from them. They're obviously brilliant to use, but in that in those situations where it's about portability, taking something that you can easily use within seconds. So what I love about the eXtreme, and I think Dave did a special episode on this with recording about the eXtreme, didn't he? Of saying about how he's used it, and he's taken it to sort of Iceland and really shown us the capability of what you can use it for.
Did you see him standing on it?
Yeah, I know.
I mean, obviously, to see the weight that it took.
Don't try this at home.
But he wants to see the weight that the eXtreme could. It doesn't tip for something that's so small. You know what I mean? It's incredible. Like, it's just brilliant. How they thought about it, I don't know.
But it's just, and also like you were saying, for light. So, I mean, I also do some travel and landscape stuff in my spare time, and I'll take that with me because you can get down low, you get really great angles with it and everything else. But also, I actually tend to use mine for either a floor stand for a light when I do like a beauty or fashion shoot, or I'll use it as my background light. So I've got the model stand there, and I'll actually use it to mount my Profoto B10 onto. Yeah. And that will be my background light. So, like the possibilities are endless, and this is the prize, people. Yes. You can win an eXtreme Platypod.
Want loads of people to enter, as many as possible. It'd be brilliant. So we do have a hashtag to use. So that hashtag is Epic Extreme Portrait. Just
Epic Extreme Portrait.
Just straight like that. No hashtags. Yes, the hashtags. Sorry. No underscores or anything. Just Epic Extreme Portrait. Obviously, we will put that hashtag, in, all our platforms, so you'll know. And we're going to do stories. And I think we're going to throw up a few samples. We've asked the other guys. Yes. Give us some samples there, guys. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. See what everyone can come up with.
The rest of the team, I should say.
The rest of the team, yeah. And and obviously, if you're not following us already on social media, definitely head over and follow us. And if you want to put your entry into our Facebook group as well, I think you can go to facebook.com/groups/epic photography podcast. And say in there, we'll pop all the hashtags for Instagram in there as well, and go from there.
Exactly. Just before we forget about this, Platypod will be at the photography show in September. So Larry's is going to be there, I think, from Sunday onwards, and they will be there from Saturday, but I think Larry himself will be there from Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and he wants everybody to come and say hi. Yeah. So go introduce yourself and say hello, and go visit the stand while you're there.
They're so nice.
Oh, yeah, God.
They're so lovely.
Him and his wife, my God, she's beautiful people. Yeah. Really are very nice. So anyway, so, we've been kind of looking up people that do self-portraits, and obviously Hilmar Smith, she does fun self-portrait. Like, she's just like, go check out her page, Hilmar Smith Photography. They're bright, they're colourful. Like, how she thinks them up is beyond me. I don't know. She gets something in her mind and she just goes with it. Some of the guys, there is Mark Rodriguez, so he's Godriguez Art. And now Mark's could be a little bit on the gory side for some. So if you're into weird and wonderful, check out Mark's page. I'm trying to think of a couple of others. You have Mary Bell as well. So she kind of does her work would remind me kind of like Brooke Shaden's as well. That kind of I don't know how you describe it, kind of I don't know, if moody and
like ethereal, maybe.
Maybe it's, go check them out. So you have Mary Bell Photography, and obviously Brooke Shaden. If most people know who Brooke Shaden is.
Sorry, I keep hitting my mic stand at the minute.
Oh my God, you're like Peter. Peter's like hands flying everywhere. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. And all you hear is bang, bang, bang. You know, I'm sorry about if you hear background noise here. I forgot to tell the husband I was coming in to do this, and he's out there packing a van, you know, with boxes and stuff, and all I can hear is bang, bang. Here is like, oh my God.
I was going to say, actually, you've completely cleared your office now. It's empty behind you.
Well,
there's no shelves. There's no.
Maybe
a tripod stand in the corner, but
yeah, there is a few bits and pieces at the side. I've got rid of some of the shelving, but I'm getting there now. It's not for a few weeks, but you know. I want to be organised. Yeah, I want to be organised. So, have you found anybody, like any samples of people that?
Yeah, so actually going back to I guess like the fashion roots and everything. So Lara Jade, she started out doing self-portraits, and she actually started out from a very young age. I think she was about 13, 14, and she was experimenting with her camera and capturing almost like fantasy images. So her I think there's a very famous one in a bird cage, and one I think where she's running up to a castle or something, and that's kind of how she got into photography. So she actually started with self-portraiture and learnt lighting, learnt how to pose from there, and kind of went on to say the fashion photography career that she has now, and she's very successful. You know, she kind of works in New York.
She started so young, and her work is incredible.
It is really incredible. So definitely check her stuff out, and say the early work of her experimenting and doing self-portraits. And actually, I think in a way, I don't know about you, but that's kind of, you know, I guess I started with that sort of thing as well, you know, kind of in front of the camera, because when you don't have models to work with, or if you're a little bit nervous to work with someone, you kind of do turn the camera on yourself a bit. But now I've come away from it, and obviously photographing other people, I'm nervous to go back in front of the camera. So this is a great competition, you know, a great way for me to actually go back to that, to the roots, to take a self-portrait, and to say push the boundaries and see what I can come up with as well. So it's a bit nerve-wracking, but it's exciting.
You know what, I had done one for, I can't remember, it was for some challenge, you know, and that was a couple of years ago, but when I was over with Hilmar before Christmas, I was staying at her house, and she's like, you know, you really need to do one. You need to do one with them, because she does one at Christmas, and it's called Bad Santa, and she'd have her glass of wine, and she'd have, you know, the kids running wild, and like they're just brilliant. Like, you know, like everything she puts into it is just incredible. And I'm like, oh God, I'd love to do that. She goes, why don't you just go for it? Just do it. Yeah. And she goes, I want them off you for this Christmas. Right. So I'm like, right, okay. So I was hoping to do 3 in a row, but then I had a lot of work going on, and I had to go to Scotland for Christmas, and so I got 2 up. Yeah. This isn't on the wedding page. This is on my other page, Cathy Weatherston Photography, on the Instagram. And there's one. I'm sitting at the bar. Oh God, I was in the pub one night, so I was like, I have to wait till everybody's gone. And I went into the bar. I says, to the guy behind the bar, I said, I need the bar clear. You know, I says, let me know when most of the people are gone. I said, so I'm going to go in there, and I'm going to get in the Santi outfit, or Santi, depends what people call. I'm going to have to do Cathy isms, you know, with the words. Yeah. But anyway, so the bar cleared out. I got into the Santa outfit. I sat at the bar, and I got a couple of people to sit at the bar, like drinking and like looking around, and I got a deck of cards and kept flicking them. You know, and I had my camera on my Platypod at the end of the bar, and I had it on. What was it? I had it on.
Do you use the intervalometer?
No, I didn't. I should have, because if I did, I could have got the cards, you know, going and going and going. But what I did was then I had to Photoshop some cards flying around into it, because a few of them were there, but not all of them, you know. And I'm waiting on the timer. So I'm actually going to do that the next time, if I was ever I'm going to invest in one of those, because
so I didn't actually think to use the intervalometer in the camera. I thought, I'll just use a self timer.
I think it's Lizzie Gadd that does that, doesn't she? Yeah. She's another, like, she does self-portraits in the most amazing landscapes. Oh my God. Yes. So she was on Kelby
One. On the grid.
Yeah, she was on the grid.
Yeah, the grid recently.
With Scott. Yeah.
Stunning images.
And Scott was like, so, you know, I presume you use an intervalometer, and she's like, oh yeah, I do. Yeah. because I mean, how like she says, because she just takes so many, and then she'll just pick her favorite out of that, So
that's such a good tip, because obviously if you guys are using digital SLR and you know how to use the intervalometer, or even if you don't, go and watch some YouTube videos and give it a try for this competition, because you learn something new, and you never know what you might what might produce from it. So that's definitely a good tip.
Check out Lizzie Gadd's page, and you'll see oh my god, they're just like the most amazing scenery. It's fantastic. But
is it Canada she's in, isn't it?
I'm not sure where she is. I don't know. I just know wherever she is, it's absolutely stunning. But anyway, so then the other one I just did in my studio was just a plain background, I think, and I was sitting at it. I just got a table in, and I had crisps. They were actually, somebody had given me a packet of Guinness crisps, so I had my pint of Guinness, and I just left it Guinness related since I started.
Wait, hold on. There's Guinness crisps.
There is, yes.
What?
Like Kyo's do Guinness crisps. Would you believe?
Is it just an Irish thing, not just in Ireland, or is it everywhere?
I think it's just in Ireland. I could ask. My friend works for Kyo's. I'll ask him if it's.
Maybe that'll be a future competition. Win some Guinness crisps.
I'd enter that all the time.
Yeah.
So they were the only two that I did. I think. And apart from that one, the challenge ages ago. So, I did for a blog thing, but that was different. I was in the studio amongst a load of crap. What I was going to do during lockdown was the knitting and stuff like that. But anyway.
Oh, yeah.
So did you ever do any, like apart from, did you ever try?
Obviously just from when I started out, I did some, which they are going to stay hidden now. They're not going to surface because,
They were practice, they weren't actually. So this is going to be a complete challenge for you.
Yes.
Now, obviously we cannot win the prize as much as we'd love to.
I know.
We can't, but we are going to enter just as, we're just going to challenge ourselves actually to do this, aren't we?
Yeah, exactly. So, get involved with it and see what we can come up with, and also still learning. And I think that's the important thing as photographers. You never stop learning, and there's so much new equipment coming out and new features on cameras and everything. And it is important for us actually to keep updating ourselves because you never know when we might need that for a future shoot. So
exactly.
It's going to be interesting. I've got a few ideas, but it's just whether I can execute them how my mind is seeing it. So and also just being nervous in front of the camera, because it's so much easier being behind the camera now. So
yeah, I haven't even thought about it. It yet. No, I've just, because I'm moving, I've so much going on. And
maybe you should do one coming out of a box, your boxes or something.
Yeah. God, yeah, that's giving me could do. But I'll see how it goes. I'll see. I literally just have not thought about it at all. But I want to do something completely different. Well, obviously we have to. Extremely different. Because I suppose that's what we have to do. But I want to challenge myself to do something that I haven't done before. How long have we got? We're going to do this over. We've got 3 weeks.
We have 3 weeks. So obviously it's launching today. And you have until, let me just check my notes, the 10th of August.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah, so exactly 3 weeks. So we only have 3 weeks to do this, which is, I think, just the right amount of time, because if too much time, and I think it's kind of like, I'll leave it until then. And
but if you 2 weeks is kind of like, oh my God, we didn't want people to feel under pressure and feel, 2 weeks. 2 weeks does fly by. Do you know what I mean? So you have kind of like a week to kind of get some ideas going, the second week to get some pictures taken, and then if they don't work out, you have another week just to fix them. So
and honestly, you can go as far as you want with your imagination and say, compositing or Photoshop, or it can literally just be, straight out of the camera. So we just want to see, your ideas and what you can come up with.
All levels.
And the Epic Photography Podcast team will be judging. So you have a whole team of people who, will get to see your images, and
we will share them on the stories as well. Anyone that comes, we will do some stories and share them out and tag the people in it, because I just think, if anyone goes to that effort of entering a competition, it's great that we can give back by showing people their images. And
absolutely,
so another thing we are doing as well is that we are featuring people now. So we're
We
going to do
are.
another feature on Monday.
Okay.
So we are using the hashtag epic feature. So we're going to go through those hashtags and pick somebody and feature them on our page. So that's another.
So this is all on Instagram, isn't it? Just so
Yes.
people know where to go. It's all on Instagram. And the competition as well is all on Instagram also. So it's all the hashtags we're saying, use them and post onto Instagram. And obviously, if you want to post it into your feed or post it into your story, just don't forget using the hashtag
Yes.
epic extreme portrait.
Yes. And epic
Lots
feature.
of information in this episode. Yeah. An epic feature, yes.
Use the two of them.
Yeah.
So that's, I'm looking forward now to featuring people because it's nice to see other people's work because sometimes, when you're going through that, you see so many, so many different genres. And so you're not just, if you're a portrait photographer, sometimes you go onto Instagram and just look at all portraits and you don't see anything else. Whereas with the hashtag, we're just seeing so many different types of work and it's really interesting. I love going through them and, having a look and see what other people are up to. I don't know about you, but I'd sit there for hours.
Yeah, it's just, the thing is you just, and you get inspired by just looking at other people's work as well. And I think that's the main thing, and like you said, just because someone does portraits, they look at portraits, it's so important to look at other genres of photography as well. And so you could get ideas, and especially for this competition too. So have a look at different people's work and, see what you like and maybe try something completely different to, or extremely different.
Yes, we have to use that word extreme.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't have to be way extreme, just different to just you standing there and just looking head on and, whatever.
Well, I did buy a couple of, I got some funky glasses and things that I might try, or I've got a nice coloured like a blue and pink wig I was going to do for use for a Photoshop.
Like me.
So, yeah. I love your hair, Cathy.
I might go blue the next time. You never know.
So yeah, it's just trying different things, isn't it? And just seeing what you come up with, and just using things around the house as well. And I think lockdown was a great example of how people started using everyday objects to get creative in their photography and like their self-portraits. And like you were saying about just using like wellies and sticking flowers in or something, and just because it's a self-portrait, it doesn't mean that your face has to be in it. Just to be clear, just as long as there's some part of you that is in the photograph. So that is why you can do, if you like your hands, whatever you want your hand in the photograph, then use your hand.
Just when you said that, I just grabbed my phone there. Sorry for me bending down there. During lockdown, Hilmar Smith's brother, Hilberto, did that because in lockdown he only started in photography, a couple of years ago, but he just decided to do a self-portrait a day.
Right.
And my God, I used to pick up my phone every morning to see what he'd done. Like they were just like fascinating, like really, really, really good. I'm just going to give you his Instagram. I'm going to spell it because I probably say it wrong. I know it's Hilberto, right? SKI. I think at the end, my eyes are a bit streaming here just now. It's always typical when you go to look at something is you're looking at a screen, but it's GILBERTOSKI.
Right. And we'll put that in the links. Yeah, we'll put that in the links as well.
Yeah, I don't know how he thought about it. Like he's only in an apartment.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I was like, how could he do a different portrait of himself every day in an apartment with the limited space, limited stuff, and he made them so creative. They were incredible. Yeah. So
I'm gonna have to go and have a look.
you have to go in. Like they were just brilliant. I totally enjoyed it. Like every day would be just dying to see what he come up with, so
but that's quite difficult. And actually, there is a fantastic photographer, Rosie Hardy. She did the self-portrait a day for 365 days. So she did it every day for a year, and her portraits are insane. Obviously, she does a lot of compositing, lots of Photoshop work, and her images are just something out of this world, really. You know, she'll be walking through a wall and there'll be trees the other side, you know, and obviously she's put this all together, or
I have to check that out. I might get some inspiration.
or coming out of a phone screen, you know, and it's just people's imaginations are just fantastic.
I know, I don't want to copy somebody else, but I want to think of something, but I don't know if I have that creativeness in my head to kind of think of something, you know what I mean? But I mean, I'm going to have to. I'll have to come up with something. But, you know, but it's not necessarily copying people, but it is, you can get inspiration from other photographers and their work. I think it's like Anya Antti, I think it was, didn't she do ones in Iceland, I think? Is that the girl with the blue hair, I think? But I think hers is, hopefully I'm saying the right person. I probably have to get my phone out again. But so it's just, I'm dying to see everybody's now images that they and I hope a lot of people get on board. I really do. And,
absolutely. I mean, the prize is just, it's just too good not to, isn't it? Really,
it is. The
Extreme Platypod. So yeah,
brilliant. So something else I was going to say. The Worldwide Photo Walk is coming up now, isn't it? On, I think that's the 13th, is it, of August? Yes.
Scott Kelby just announced it on the grid the last Wednesday, I believe. So 13th of August in. Well,
it could be anywhere. They're looking for leaders, basically. So if you go onto the website, I presume it's Worldwide Photo Walk. If you Google it, it'll come up. And they're looking for leaders in each country. So basically, I was a leader before. Have you ever been a leader?
I haven't, no. I have been to the photo walks, but I haven't been a leader yet.
Yes, but we found out in the last podcast and we actually got that photo and had a look. And would you believe... Shan in 2014 was sitting beside me and I never knew her, and I didn't know about you for years later.
I know, mad, isn't it
crazy? That's where I met Peter and Dave, was through that as well, you know. But so you meet other photographers, you know, you can make great friends. So basically a leader, I think it's 50 people can join your walk. And you all go around. Usually the leader will make up a route and people will follow that route. But sometimes that doesn't always happen. People, you know, disappear down side roads. But the whole thing is to walk together and take these photographs on the same day all over the world. So everybody, that's why it's the Worldwide Photo Walk.
Yeah. So
it's taken on the one day and everybody does it on that day. And there's some amazing prizes. Yeah. So which is really good. Yeah. So I don't know what I'm doing for that yet because
no, I don't actually.
Yeah, it's because it's in a couple of weeks' time. So I don't know.
It's a Saturday, isn't it?
It's a Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've a lot going on here at the moment, so I don't know whether to join a walk or lead a walk, and I'm kind of, you know, what will I do? But I'll see anyway. But something else. Oh my God, the photography, not the photography show, Photoshop World. Jan, you surprised me. I'm on my Instagram this week, and next of all, Shan's stories come up, and they're like a screenshot of all the instructors that is going to be a Photoshop World, and there you are in amongst them. Yes, and I'm like, what?
I know. I'm still pinching myself, to be honest. That it's been a dream of mine for years since I started photography, and this year, I'm so excited to join the instructors this year for Photoshop World. And my class is all about beauty basics, so beauty photography. So if you're into that, please definitely head over to Photoshop World and get your ticket, because it's so many amazing instructors, and you will learn so much over the 3 days. And that is August 30th to September the 1st. And I'm honoured to be part of the list. I really am. So I'm looking forward to that.
I was like, you kept that quiet, girl. You probably wanted just to wait to give that big announcement. You know what I mean?
To be honest, I just wanted to make sure it was real. It was actually happening. You know, when it came out everywhere else, I was like, okay, I can share it now because it is official. So I'm really excited. Really,
I know,
really
it's
excited,
amazing, isn't it? Because I always remember Peter going on about himself and Hilmar and Dave. You know, we're sitting in Orlando, going back a good few years ago, and they were like, our dream is to be a Kelby 1 instructor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And, you know, like to do that, I think is just brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if I'd have the courage or the knowledge. I know.
Of course you.
But no, but I'm delighted for you. So
Thank
congratulations
you.
there.
Yeah, so looking forward to that. And then, of course, so we've got that end of August. Then the photography shows a couple of weeks after that in Birmingham. So
yeah, because you're talking at that too, aren't you?
I am, yes. And,
yeah, God, you're really going for it this year,
I know.
aren't you?
This year, it's all like all guns blazing, for this year.
Just throwing yourself in the deep end and just going for it.
Yeah. Maybe that could be my self-portrait, throwing myself in the deep end.
There you go. There you go. Yeah.
Oof.
Inspiration from that alone, huh?
Definitely. Yeah. So, I don't know.
How are we doing for time?
I think we're good for a minute. I think. Not quite sure, actually. We've been just having a nice chat, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't even know. Yeah, I don't know when we started now. So I think we'd be close enough to. Unless, could you think of anything else now? We can.
Just basically wanted to go through the competition details again, just so that everyone knows where they're at. So head over and follow us on Instagram, and that's Epic Photography Podcast, and basically use the hashtag Epic Extreme Portrait to enter for this competition, and you have 3 weeks to enter. So it closes on the 10th of August, and then everyone from the Epic team here will look at all of the images that have been uploaded. And we will choose one winner to win the Extreme Platypod. So anywhere in the world, it can be sent to you. So this is a worldwide competition, and we really can't wait to see all of your entries. And it's extremely different self-portrait. So you don't need to go too crazy, but if you want to, we're absolutely going to love seeing what you come up with.
Yay! And of course, then, you know, for it to be featured on the page, use Epic Feature, hashtag Epic Feature. And, you know, I suppose we're leaving it at Mondays and Fridays just now. And then we'll see how it goes. And we might start doing it more. And, you know, it depends how many come in. Hopefully we get a good few people, you know, using the hashtag.
And that's open to everyone,
that's open to everybody, yeah.
And it's not just for the competition. The Epic feature is anything you want to share. So any of your photography, just send it in and for your chance to be featured on our page. Yeah,
I might even throw in a few stories of people, you know, if you don't make it on the page, I'll, you know, throw in some stories of people that have entered. Nice. And, you know, share the love. Share the love.
Share the love. Well, that's it. And it's great, isn't it, to see your work up there and appreciate it as well, because we put, as photographers, you know, we put in so much effort, you know, to think of concepts or to go out and shoot and to edit, and it's just nice to get that recognition back.
It is. Yeah. It is.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Okay then, well, shall we wrap it up for today?
I think so. It's
been a big episode.
I can't wait to see these. I can't wait to see the entries.
I know.
Really looking forward to it.
So you're going to be heading off to do yours now, are you? In your boxes?
No, because it's the husband has the day off today, so I promised I would help him carry stuff into vans, and you know we have as you said, we have a container. We're just putting everything in, so there's no stress on the day. So
oh, it's coming up soon though.
So it won't be today, that's for sure.
No.
So
okay.
Right
guys, well, don't forget all of that information. If you do, don't worry, we will pop it on our Instagram and in our Facebook group as well, so you can get all of the information there. But do check out Platypod, our Epic sponsor, and the world's most compact tripod base. And that is basically what you can win with this first competition with the Epic Photography Podcast. So very excited to see your entries. That's it from me. Thank you, Cathy, for launching this competition today with me. It's been amazing.
You're very welcome.
And we're excited to see your entries. So that's it for now, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Bye.